This video will guide you through 8 steps needed to write a settlement agreement. Settlement agreement drafting is a frequently requested service on the Contracts Council platform since parties want to make sure they are legally protected when resolving disputes. If you need to write a settlement agreement, this video is for you. Before we start, just a brief disclaimer. The following information is provided for educational purposes and in no way constitutes legal advice. For legal advice, we encourage you to consult a licensed attorney. We will cover the purpose of settlement agreements, key terms to include in your document, and 8 steps to follow to write your agreement. We've also added a link below with information on lawyer pricing if you want to know the cost of hiring a lawyer. Now let's get started. Purpose of settlement agreements. Settlement agreements are legally binding agreements between parties to resolve a dispute. The purpose of settlement agreements is to clearly define the terms of the resolution, protect the rights of all parties, and ensure mutual understanding of the settlement. Without using agreements, parties can open themselves up to legal issues. Some reasons why using a settlement agreement is important are as follows. 1. They create a clear agreement of settlement terms and conditions. 2. They protect the rights of all parties involved. 3. They lessen the possibility of future disputes. 4. They ensure compliance with relevant laws. And 5. They safeguard against potential liabilities and risks. What to include in your settlement agreement? There are common terms used in settlement agreements. Here are some you will find. 1. Names of the parties. The agreement includes the legal names of all parties involved in the dispute. 2. Recitals. This section provides background information on the dispute and the reasons for the settlement. 3. Settlement terms. This specifies the terms of the settlement, including any payments or actions required by the parties. 4. Release of claims. This details the release of any claims that the parties have against each other. 5. Confidentiality. This protects any confidential information related to the settlement. 6. Non-disparagement. This prevents the parties from making negative statements about each other. 7. Governing law. This specifies the law that will govern the agreement. And 8. Dispute resolution. This details the procedure the parties can take in the event of a dispute over the agreement. 8 steps to writing a settlement agreement. Here is a list of 8 steps you can follow to draft your settlement agreement. 1. Review the commonly used clauses discussed earlier in this video or find a template online to use as a reference. This will allow you to know what to include. 2. Identify the key information you want to include in your agreement. This may include details about the dispute, settlement terms, and confidentiality provisions. 3. It is critical to use clear and concise language that both parties can understand. 4. Once you've written your clauses, organize them so that they are logical. For example, you likely want to have the recital section come before the settlement terms section. 5. Be sure to incorporate any applicable laws and regulations that may be specific to your state or industry. Note this may require research. 6. If you are unsure about anything, consider using Contracts Council's platform to seek advice from an experienced lawyer that works on settlement agreements. We've included a link in the description for you to find one. 7. Review and revise the agreement to make the language clearer and confirm you have included everything needed. And 8. Create a single document to serve as your settlement agreement and ensure both parties have access to it. Drafting a settlement agreement is a vital step in resolving disputes and protecting the interests of all parties involved. If you need help from an experienced lawyer, feel free to search Contracts Council or visit contractscouncil.com and post a job to get quotes from lawyers to help you. Thanks for watching.